We gotta start this off calmly and nice. What is up? What is up? What is up? It is your boy, and today we are. You saw the title. We're ranking every movie in the DCEU. The DCEU recently finished. James Gunn took over, and in James Gunn we trust. He gonna carry. He gonna provide. Already the things we got, I'm really excited about. Was it Creatures Commando, the Amanda Waller show, the new Superman, Woman of Tomorrow, the things that Green Lantern show. I'm really excited about. But right here on my phone, I have the list, and I'm gonna do all this from memory. You feel me? Because I want y'all to hear my honest, utmost opinion about it. So, without further ado, let's dive into top 10. Oh, I just want to put out there, the CW shows are not on this list. They're not even in the DCU. Just in case some people are like, where's the Flash show? Where's the Arrow show? Where's Supergirl? Those are not on the list, nor DCU shows. Secretly, CW is getting a video too, ranking those shows. And I do want to put out, Peacemaker will not be on this list. Let's be realistic. If Peacemaker was on this list, it'll be top 3. Peacemaker was peak. But without further ado, let's get into 16. 16 would have to be, oh my gosh, I can already hear it. 16 would have to be Blue Beetle. Now, I know you're thinking Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was better than the majority of these films. I do agree. Me personally, the reason Blue Beetle is low is because of mentally. I went with Blue Beetle when I was in a relationship and it was a couple moment. So I can't watch Blue Beetle, nor can I endorse Blue Beetle all over, nor the music, nor the film, none of it. I mean, I could watch the animated stuff, but that live action, I just can't do it. It hurts. You feel me? So Blue Beetle is at the bottom. Do I feel my personal opinion, would I feel like Blue Beetle will be higher? Yes, I feel like Blue Beetle will probably be 5 or 4. But honestly, looking at this list right in front of me, yeah, there are 2 things on here that I did out of well, I did 1 out of anger, but we'll see. Let's get to the next one. 15 will have to be Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey. Now, hear me out when I say this. I put Birds of Prey because of the fact that it was a Birds of Prey movie, but DC just proves everybody's point. Everybody be like, oh, everything has to be about Harley Quinn now. They got a good point though, because Suicide Squad, if Harley Quinn's not on the cover, or her name's not in it, or she's not in the comic, it's not going to do well. Birds of Prey, if Harley Quinn is not in the cover, it's not going to do well. I'm like, what? Look. I understand if you wanted Harley Quinn in the movie, but you could have did, I don't know, Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn, or Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. But did you see how long the title name was? The title name is so long for no reason. And that's defiant proof that they're sitting here using her name just for the clout. Using her name for to grow and make more from the movie, which I don't even think worked. Look. I'll show you guys an example. The movie is called Birds of Prey and what was that? Fabulous and Massive. What the heck is that? Why does it have to add all that? You feel me? I feel like no, it should be Birds of Prey, leave it there. Or Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn. Not Birds of Prey and the Fabulous, Immaculate, Amazing, all adding all that extra. We don't need all that extra now. That's what we don't need. You feel me? Now let's get into 14. 14 would have to be Black Adam. Black Adam, that one's out of anger. Black Adam is out of anger. That's not how Black Adam is as a character. Maybe he is. Maybe I just haven't seen it. All right. But I mostly am mad because of the fact that we could have got Shazam versus Black Adam, and I'm all for that. But The Rock is the reason that didn't happen. I was like, I'm like, you. I don't think you understand that character. I don't give craps about that. Black Adam is a villain. Let's keep it that way. And if he's an anti-hero, cool. But we gotta have this dude fight Shazam 1 point. We gotta have him fight Shazam 1 point. Number 13. Number 13 on this list would have to be Justice League. I'm all for Justice League. You feel me? I love Justice League. I feel like I love the Justice League members. I feel like who carried the movie was Batman, Superman, Flash, and Wonder Woman. I know what y'all thinking. Like, what about Aquaman and Cyborg? I don't know. I just feel like mostly I enjoyed the appearance of me personally. I enjoyed the appearance of the Flash. I love seeing the Flash. Wonder Woman had her cool scenes, and I feel like the movie could have done better, but it didn't. And that's how it goes. Number 12. I jacked up this list, so it's gonna get to me. Number 12. I can't even zoom in. I'm gonna take a screenshot there. But number 12 will have to be, and I have this, I don't even gotta look at the list, I know it. But it has to be Wonder Woman 88. There we go. It has to be Wonder Woman 88. Hear me out. I said 88. Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman 84 8. I mean, it wasn't that bad. But it's like, I have some complaints about it. I feel like the Cheetah fight was too short. I feel like it was a little boring. But I did think it was good. But mostly, I felt like the Cheetah fight was boring. I mean, not boring. I feel like the Cheetah fight was too short. And I love Cheetah. I'm all for Cheetah. You feel me? I care about Cheetah a lot. Like, she's on my top 10 favorite DC villains. And that video is coming real soon. So I'm all for Cheetah. I'm not going to say where she is, though. But that fight was too short. I feel like her as like that, I feel like we could have got like 2 scenes of it. Like one scene, like when she first turned into it, they fight. And then the final fight, we could have got something like that. But we didn't. So, yep. Number 11. Yeah, number 11. Golly, this list is jacked up. Number 11 would have to be Suicide Squad. Hear me out. Suicide Squad wasn't bad. Okay, Enchantress was a good villain, my personal opinion. And, you know, Harley Quinn, what was that? That was her first appearance. Will Smith as Deadshot. Having Killer Croc, all these people. It was really cool. The final fight was even cool. I felt like, realistically speaking, I have nothing to say about this movie though. But it's just, I feel like out of every other movie on this list, I do feel like was better. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I'll keep it a buck. Aquaman 2 are the 2 I did not rewatch. But I knew they were better than every movie I seen. But speaking about Aquaman, let's hit number 10, Aquaman 2. Aquaman 2, I don't know. Aquaman 2 had its problems. Me personally, I felt like it was a little rushed. I felt like the story was really good. The fights was good. But I felt like it was rushed. I understand why it felt like it was rushed. It ended off perfectly, but I don't feel like it was better than the majority of these films on the list. But talking about Aquaman, let's dive into Aquaman 1. Number 9 will be Aquaman 1. Aquaman 1 had good fight scenes. The final fight was amazing. But again, me personally, I'm not into Aquaman as a character. But I gotta give it to these live action films that it got me into Aquaman. It got me caring about the character. Will I read the comic books? I'm not sure. Maybe because I am currently reading the Green Lantern story, and I was not big into Green Lantern. So that does say a lot that I probably would step into Aquaman one point. But I feel like Black Manta and all what he was doing in the first film and second film really drew my attention to Aquaman's films. But we're done talking about Aquaman. Let's dive into number 8. Wonder Woman. Don't get me wrong. Because this is crazy. There's other films here that I've not said. Don't get me wrong. Wonder Woman was an amazing film. I love Wonder Woman as a character. She is up there, top 5 favorite characters, DC characters of all time. I love Wonder Woman. I have Wonder Woman Earth 1. I have the Wonder Woman Outlaw. I have a couple other Wonder Woman stuff. I have Wonder Woman poster right here. Don't get me twisted. I love Wonder Woman. But I do feel like it's not touching these other films. I feel like it's not really. Me personally, I feel like there were one boring scene, my personal opinion. If that was when, me personally, it was when she was in the Amazon. You know, when she was at that island. What was it? What was that island called? I don't even remember for real. But when she was on that island killed me. I was like, golly, I can't do it. And I know it's like, why don't you even remember the island? Honestly, the book I am reading, Earth 1, doesn't even... I don't remember it even saying what it's called. But she does go back. She does go back. But it doesn't really say what it's called, though. But I am going to look it up because I want to see if I was right. My phone when I act dumb. Oh, Demascara. I thought about that. I said, yeah, it could be that. But I was like, it can't be that. I thought like that. Paradise Island. Oh, no, it did bring it up. Never mind, I was wrong. It did bring up Paradise Island. I remember. It did say that. Yeah. Nope, I was wrong. Earth 1 did say it. Nope. See, it got me. Y'all got me. You got me. You got me. Hey, at least I remember. It's just, I haven't read that book in days. It's on my bookshelf. I gotta finish it. But let's get into number 7. 7, yeah. I'm sorry, the list is jacked up. I'll show you guys after the stream how I messed up. Let's get into number 7. Number 7 is Man of Steel. Man of Steel shouldn't even be this high. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Man of Steel should be below Wonder Woman. The only reason it's this high is because of General Zod. I feel like General Zod was a good part of the movie. I love General Zod, how they're pulling up. I love their fight, Superman, General Zod. I love the two bosses fighting Superman. I loved it. Well, me personally, I feel like this was a Superman movie. And I know that sounds so stupid coming out my mouth. It is a Superman movie. What are you talking about? What I mean is, usually Superman movies feel like it's Clark and Superman. You feel me? You're seeing Clark's life. You're seeing how Clark is as a character. Example, watch the Christopher Reeves films. Amazing. I recommend you watch those. Watch the CW Superman show. I recommend you watch that. Amazing. One of my favorite Supermans. You see them as Clark Kent. And you see them as Superman, where you understand the character as Clark Kent and Superman. Man of Steel, you don't see him as much as Clark Kent as you do with the Christopher Reeves and the CW Superman. You do not see it as much. You can say that is not true, but that is true. But Snyder's fans are so delusional that they don't even see that themselves. They don't understand the characters. They don't understand anything. I don't want a Superman film that's just dark. And if we do get a Superman film that's dark, make me understand Clark Kent. Build a dynamic relationship between Lois and Clark Kent. Don't just sit here and have, a film fully based upon Superman. Like, Superman put his suit on, knew how to box. What kind of stuff is that? You're telling me this dude can automatically put on his suit, fly, and box? Does that even make sense? I feel like no, we don't know much about Lois Lane. We don't know much about Clark Kent as a character. And I felt like we could have we could have got that. But a lot of people are like, oh, no, this is the best Superman. I disagree. I don't feel like he's the best. But I know what you guys think. You have all this negativity to say. Why is he high on the list? Because I admit, this movie was better than majority of the projects that was said. Their fights were better than majority of the stuff on this list. The action was really good. His suit design was amazing. And you gotta give it where it's due. Do I feel like they could have done a lot better? Yes. But do I feel like it deserves to be lower? I mean, lower than Wonder Woman, yes. But every other of these films has a lot of bad things they could have fixed. But yeah, there's a lot of bad things they could have fixed. But let's get to number 6. Number 6, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. And I know saying that, y'all are like, so you put Shazam 2 over all these. Don't get me wrong. I'm biased when it comes to Shazam. So Shazam coming at 6 is sick work. Shazam 2 was really good to me. Shazam, his suit design, I loved it. The comedy in the movie, I loved it. Man, I seen a comment, somebody being like, oh, why is Billy talking like that? He's, as an adult, he's talking like a little kid. I thought to myself, Billy's 18. Isn't Billy gonna be like that? Like, how do you not, have you seen 18-year-olds in this real world? Like, I don't think people really open it to see. I feel like DC fans, they complain a lot. Like, I know I'm complaining, but I give films where it's due, even if there's its issues. Example, Man of Steel. Man of Steel, I feel like has a lot of issues, but it's up there. I give it where it's due. Even the Zack Snyder Justice League. I don't like Zack Snyder, what he done, but the film is up there. It's up here on the list. You have not heard me say it, because I give it where it's due. I admit, no, it was good. But Shazam Gods of the Fury was really interesting to me, and it was really funny. And I love how it explored the Shazam family morally in this film, and how we got into, like, me personally, I grown attached to these characters, where when Shazam 2 ended, well, let me rephrase that. When Billy died in the end, it did hit me. I was like, dang. Him coming back, because I I watched it for the first time. I was like, dang, this is really how to go in it. But he came back, and I was like, yay. Then I thought he was going to become a Justice League member to join the Justice Society. I was like, that's not even bad. That's pretty cool. I love Billy Baston. I love Shazam. I love them as a character. And it sucks that we're not going to get a third movie. I guess that's the only DC. No, and Flash. I feel like Flash is another film. It hurts something. We're not going to get another film. But I hope James Gunn do bring the actor back, because I feel like the actor was amazing. And for people to be like, why would they bring the actor back? No. They're bringing John Cena back for Peacemaker 2. And they said Peacemaker 2 takes place in a different universe. It's possible for them to bring back that actor for Shazam. It is possible. Just like it's possible to bring, Margaret Robbins? What's her name? It's possible to bring her back as Harley Quinn. It is possible to do those things. Is he going to do it? No. Maybe. Who knows? It is possible, though. But Billy Baston, who played him, I do want him back, but I wish he was a lot younger. Because Billy got to be young for real. Billy gotta be young. So we already know he's not coming back. Because Billy in the comics is like 10, 13. He's young for real. Billy is young. So, but the guy who plays Shazam, I would love to see him come back. I would love to see him come back. Now let's get into number 5. Now we're in the top 5s. Number 5 I have to go to, and I'll just boldly say it, The Flash. I love The Flash as a character. I am biased. I have Flash comic books down here. I have a Flash Funko Pop. Even the Flash films, the Flash Funko Pop, the Iris West Funko Pop, and the Supergirl Funko Pop. I have a Flash thing right here. I have a Flash keychain. I love the Flash. I love the CW Flash. I love Ezra Miller's Flash. Ooh, that's a good video idea. Who's better in my personal opinion? Oh yeah, that's a good video idea. Is that coming? Maybe. Probably. I love the CW Flash. The CW Flash is really what got me into the Flash. Do I feel like it jacked up after season 5? Yes. But we're not talking about that. We'll talk about that. The CW one. Me personally. The CW, I mean, Ezra Miller's Flash. I love Ezra Miller as the Flash. People sit here and say, oh, I'm not watching the movie. They boycotted the movie because Ezra Miller. You feel me? People are delusional and crazy. I feel like people need to be off the internet. I feel like when it came to Ezra Miller's Flash, people are like, oh, how does, like, Jonathan Majors, it sucks that he cannot come back as Kang. Trust me, it hurts a lot. But I hate seeing the comments, why was Ezra Miller able to play the Flash and Jonathan Majors can't come back? Because people don't know the Flash was done filming when all that was going down. Just like Jonathan Majors, Loki 2 was done filming when all that was going down. So the only last time you saw him was in Loki, just like Ezra Miller. The last time you would have seen him was in The Flash. But people are so delusional, they did not know that. But I feel like the only problem in this was the CGI, and I feel like go past the CGI, the story was amazing. Going down a different path of going down a different path of Flashpoint, and Flashpoint is one of my favorite comic books of all time. I love Flashpoint. Flashpoint is an amazing story. Even in the animated, even in the CW, even in Ezra Miller, even in the comic books, I will never ever get tired of Flashpoint. You could twist Flashpoint any different type of way you want. Depending on how it's done, I will love it. Ezra Miller was a good Flash, in my personal opinion. It sucks that all those things happened when he did, but he was a good Flash, and I would say I wish he could come back, but hey, I'd rather see another actor on the screen. I don't want to see Grant Gustin come back, and I don't want to see Ezra Miller come back, because it's time for somebody else to play the Flash. Grant Gustin can come back, but I think he should come back if James Gunn do a Crisis thing. I would love for Grant Gustin to come back in a Crisis thing. But becoming a Flash in this universe, it's possible, but do I want it? Not that much. Number 4. Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman is high, and there was its issues in this film too. But mostly it's high because of the fact that it's Batman versus Superman. See, it was back then, it was the biggest thing was who will win, Batman or Superman. It's always these big questions, and people will be like, Superman because of this, Batman because of this. It was always these big questions. Back then, I thought the movie was based upon fighting because I didn't have like streaming platforms. I couldn't see the movies. I always thought the movie was about Batman versus Superman. Them two fight each other. I never knew it was about Doomsday. But back then when the movie around first came out, it was the biggest thing in school. Who's winning? That says a lot that one movie had a lot of people asking that question. We all saw the outcome though, Batman. But if we're talking no armor, none of that, Superman. But if we're talking like prep time, both of them, Sadly, Batman's winning. If you haven't seen it animated, the comic books, Batman, he's sadly winning that with these. I feel like the best part about the movie, in my personal opinion, was the fight against Doomsday. Do I feel like the Doomsday was a good looking Doomsday? No. But do I feel like that Doomsday fight was pretty cold? Yes, I love it. Even like how like the world was seeing Superman, that was cold. Even like when that one place was flooded and the girl had her hand up, you just see Superman flying. That was cold. There was some cold scenes. Even like, what was it? The courthouse was blowing up and you see Superman flying out. That was cold. There was some cold scenes in this movie. Even the Batman fight, when Batman was out here, boxing for real, to get Martha back, that was cold. There was cold fights in this movie. This movie was good. But let's get into number 3. Ooh, number 3 is about to have y'all asking so much questions. Number 3 is Justice League, Zack Snyder. I know that's crazy because there's 2 films I did not say. And oh man, Justice League, Zack Snyder wasn't bad. Like I said, I don't like what Zack Snyder plan was for the DCEU, but I gotta give credit where it's due, and that's why it is as high. I love the little moment we had with Barry and Iris. I love that song. I love how we got a little more screen time with Barry. I loved it. I love how the sneak peek with Darkseid and like pretty much the Injustice thing. I love like how it looked too. I wish I could have saw it in theaters. I don't think it did play in theaters, but it was pretty good. Even a final fight, how they changed it, how you see Barry go back in time and fix it. I loved it. So much I can say about this film though. At first I couldn't even watch it because it was so long, but that's what I just did it, and my gosh, I don't regret it. But I do want to go deeply into number 2 and 1. So number 2, Shazam. I love Shazam as a character. But Shazam, I grew into the love of Shazam because of this film. It was amazing to see Billy and Freddy's friendship, seeing Billy keep running away, and like, yo, this is where he's at. How he even got his powers are funny. This film was funny. The fights were pretty funny and good too. That mall fight was pretty funny to me. I felt like the movie was funny. Even like when Billy shared his powers, that was a really, really good moment. I loved it. I felt like this movie had so much good moments where I can rewatch. My little sister, she's a teenager. She is 16, 17. You know, around those ages, you know. They do what they do. You feel me? Like they care about the female stuff. Some females care about the comic book stuff, but she's like on the texting, the makeup, stuff like that. My sister does not give two craps about the DC universe. She's seen 2 films, probably 2, 3 films in the DC universe. The Flash, Justice League, and Shazam. And her favorite film in the DC universe is Shazam. So that says a lot. When I be trying to get my sister, like my sister's not even into Marvel. She watched the Marvel films. Don't get it wrong. She's seen No Way Home. She's seen a couple Marvel films. I could ask her who are Marvel characters. She'll know them. But she loves Shazam, which she wants a 3rd movie. And I'm like, the fact that she loves Shazam this much says a lot. Because me personally, I love Shazam this much too. I feel like Shazam is a really good character, and I love this film. And this film grew me into Shazam, and grew me wanting more, and grew me wanting a 3rd movie. And me rewatching this film was the greatest thing I've done this last week. Because watching this film, it was amazing. Number one will have to be, I'm gonna end it here. Number one will have to be the Suicide Squad. This movie was top tier, amazing. When I first saw it, I was like, golly, there's no way. This film was amazing. They done it right. And I gotta clap it up for James Gunn. That's why I say James Gunn we trust. Because James Gunn could touch a film, a DC film, perfection. The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, perfection. I know he made Suicide Squad. Do I feel like it was perfection? A little, but I feel like there was a little more things he could have done. But me personally, I feel like this movie was just amazing in its own way. I feel like seeing the Thinker that happened, that was amazing. Seeing Ratcatcher 2, I love Ratcatcher 2. She is amazing. I really wanted to read a comic book with her. Sadly, there is no comic books with her, so that hurt me dearly. What is it? Bloodsport, is that his name? He was an amazing character. Seeing John Cena as Peacemaker, John Cena killed it. What was it? Color dots or Dipodots or polka dot man? Yeah, polka dot man, he was amazing. The final fight was amazing. How like they all were disobeying her orders. Amanda Waller, that was cold. They were like, nah, we gotta beat this thing. We gotta save the world. Harley Quinn played a funny and amazing part in this film too. Honestly, every time I rewatch this film, I never rewatch it for one character. I rewatch it for the entire Suicide Squad. It's the entire squad. I'm like, the entire squad killed this movie. I was like, this is a film I can always rewatch too. And I'm like, people are like, oh, James Gunn, he's more of the group. It's always group people. Oh, Suicide Squad, Peacemaker and his group, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, it doesn't matter. What y'all are missing is that, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy group. Yes, Peacemaker group. Yes, Suicide Squad group. But he's killing it. Y'all don't see that though. He is killing it. In the DC universe, most of the stuff isn't solo. You read comic books, there's always two or more people appearing into it. Like, example, I could grab a comic book over here right now and I tell you more people in the DC universe appeared in it. Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the best trilogies in the Marvel universe. Says a lot. Y'all can't even say Spider-Man because Far From Home killed it. You can't say Avengers. I mean, you can, but you can't. Because I don't hear people saying Avengers is the best trilogy. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Suicide Squad, I'm telling you, that film killed it. Suicide Squad is the one film I will always go back to the movies and go see. Because the Suicide Squad was amazing. I remember first seeing it, I was like, this film was amazing. I was in my bed at my old house, laid down. I was like, this film is top tier, amazing. But I don't know if we're gonna get another Suicide Squad film. I think we should put that junk to a rest for a little, because I do feel like Suicide Squad is a little overused. But I feel like Suicide Squad should be picked up again, probably like in 2-3 years. But I think right now, let's not touch that. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys liked the video. My official opinion ranking of the DCEU. Hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. And by the way, spoiler alert, I won this game. I could skip to the end for you guys to see it, but I won. I hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm going to show y'all the win too. Bye-bye.